What's cooking, everybody? Dave Mays here with Kinotika, and today we're looking at the brand new Atomos Shinobi. So we're sitting here in the studio in this casual couch environment because this isn't actually a real review. This is going to be just a first look of the new Atomos Shinobi. Now, I need to be upfront. Atomos hired me to make a commercial about this product. I've had it for about over a month now, and I actually took it to Honolulu, Hawaii, and filmed some epic B-roll, took some amazing photographs. And then Connor and I shot here in the studio on a green screen, and for the last 2 weeks, I've been editing this ad that I'm really proud of, and I would really love for you guys to check it out. Put a link in the eye icon above and in the description below. It's really, really funny. It's just a total goofy green screen. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
It's free real estate.
H3 ripoff.
We have insane special effects here.
Type of video. With that said, I do have this demo unit of the Shinobi that Atomos gave me early access to. Now, there are a couple things that have changed from this demo unit to the production unit. The big difference is instead of Shinobi being red, it's now green. In addition to the green Shinobi logo, there's actually an Atomos logo on the back on the real one. And then this is using older firmware. So there's a couple of features that aren't in this. For example, the mirror function that allows you to do selfies and see yourself in a mirrored image. So that wasn't in this, it's there now on the production unit. And when we get the production unit, we will speak on the Shinobi in a more official environment. But for now, I wanna talk about some of the things that I love about this monitor, some things I don't love about this monitor, and why you should or shouldn't buy this monitor today. The first impression when I held this thing is it is light, especially compared to Atomos's Ninja 5. We've been using the Ninja for a while and we really love the whole system with the 10-bit and the ProRes and all that stuff. It's wonderful. This does not have that. There is no access to a hard drive here. The only thing that we have is an SD card slot, and this is not to record media onto. This is only to load LUTs and update your firmware with. This is Atomos's first standalone monitor. Every monitor that they've made in the past had a recorder built into it, but this monitor is essentially a Ninja 5 without the recorder. And it's a little bit lighter, and it's not built out of metal. It's built out of a strong plastic. Some of the big features of the Shinobi are the fact that it's a 1000 nit display. That basically means it's super bright, so you can actually see this thing in the daylight. Atomos has removed the HDMI loop-through option. You only have one HDMI input here on the side, but it's a nice, big, chunky, normal HDMI port compared to the SmallHD Focus, for example. While we're on the topic of the SmallHD Focus, I think this is really competing with that monitor. We own a SmallHD Focus and we used it a lot on our A7 III, but ever since we got the Ninja, we haven't really touched it because having ProRes is such a big deal for us. But when you look at the price and the features, the Shinobi really outshines the Focus in a lot of ways. It's a much brighter display. You're looking at a full 1080p display versus below 1080p on the SmallHD. You get the nice HDMI port here. You have the ability to load in LUTs and look at your image in an HDR display, which is really cool if you're wanting to deliver in HDR, and the built-in Atomos UI, which is really, really great. And we also get a headphone jack right here, which is nice for cameras that don't have a headphone jack. Even though the Shinobi has so many more features than the Focus, surprisingly, it's cheaper than the Focus as well, coming in at $399 versus $479 currently on the SmallHD Focus bundle. Now, I want to be honest with you guys, and there are a few things that I don't like about this monitor compared to the SmallHD Focus, for example. One being that we don't have any way to screw in anything on the sides here. And one of my favorite things about the SmallHD Focus is that little bracket that the thing comes with. It's so handy dandy to be able to spin your monitor back and forth like this when you're in selfie mode and then when you're behind the camera. The accelerometer built into the SmallHD Focus also is really, really great. This does not have that. You have to manually go into the touchscreen and hit flip, flip, flip and mirror, and it's kind of a pain. The other thing that the SmallHD Focus does that this doesn't do is output power to your camera. And that's something that is really great for cameras that don't have good battery life, like the A6400, for example. This is just a monitor, but it's a kick butt monitor. Just a couple of years ago, to have a 1080p display with 1000 nits of brightness, with the ability to load LUTs and have the ability to flip your image and focus peaking and to view your footage in HDR, would cost you over $1,000. And if you look at SmallHD's OLED version of the Focus, it is giving you 1080p with an OLED AMOLED display, but it's nowhere near as bright as the Shinobi, and it's starting at $899 versus $399.
Just $399, baby.
So overall, the Shinobi really, in my opinion, is the best bang for buck monitor on the market right now. Now, again, take that with a grain of salt. They did hire me to make an advertisement. This is a demo unit that they provided to me for free. I did not purchase this, but I can speak from experience as a filmmaker, as an operator, using this monitor, using the Ninja. These are great monitors. They're super high quality, they're super sharp, and they're really bright. To have a company like Atomos who's making professional filmmaking equipment that you can actually trust, something that will carry you on throughout your career, this monitor right here is a no-brainer. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this first look of the Shinobi. Again, it's not an official review. Please check out the ad that I did. I think you're gonna really love it. It was a lot of fun to make. If you have any questions about the Shinobi, let us know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer any of them. And if you want to help support the channel and you're interested in buying the Atomos Shinobi, then there's an affiliate link below, and we'd greatly appreciate it. Once again, I'm Dave Mays. Shinobi was a game in the early 2000s made by Sega, but now it's a really awesome monitor. See you next time.